At 5,880 pounds, this is a Grey Wolf 26DBH here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And one of the best just keeps getting better. Grey Wolf is a member of the Cherokee family of RVs, Forest River's best-selling series of travel trailers ever in history. And these guys they took it up another notch. I was like, oh cool, another 26DBH Grey Wolf came in. And you know, it's their best-selling bunkhouse model in the Grey Wolf series. So, you know, I've seen it 100 times. And then I saw this one and I went, oh my gosh, they took it up another notch. If you want to see if we have this in stock and available, all you have to do is visit our website or visit the link in the YouTube video description, and you can see if we have it in stock available. And we clearly publish pricing, and we do not play the hidden fees and figures game at our dealership. We don't charge extra fees on top of our clearly published asking prices. The thing here is, this is, even though it's like a huge volume trailer, it's actually the #2 selling travel trailer by volume on the market. They are growing by leaps and bounds every year with significant double-digit growth. Like, they grew like another 40% on top of the 40% from last year, on top of the 60% from the year before. They are a huge, huge player in the travel trailer business. So what has caused their surge of popularity? Because, I mean, it is a surge. They were already a top 5 brand, and now they're, you know, #2, and they've been there, and they're gaining like crazy on #1. They're growing still. They haven't stagnated, and I think it's because they haven't stagnated in terms of appointments and designs and thoughts and theories. They continue to push the envelope and redefine boundaries. These guys, like, at a glance, you're like, ah, it's just another travel trailer. Hold on, Jack. There's things going on here that you've never seen before. This is the first brand of trailers to market that has the MORryde, like, I don't know, flip up, now you see it, now you don't, stable step entry system. You see these on luxury fifth wheels and toy haulers. Now you've got them here in a travel trailer. I love these because you've got adjustable legs, so the feet, if you're on an uneven site, the feet can go down to be sturdy. They're aluminum, they're light, they're heavy duty. You can literally jump on these things. They don't budge. You know, when somebody walks in and out of the camper, because the feet are carrying the load, the whole camper doesn't rock and roll around. Because even if you got the stabilizers, campers tend to rock and roll around a little bit. Cherokee came up with this little mini outside kitchen to be able to bring things like the built-in cooktop and outdoor mini fridge to floor plans that otherwise could not accommodate anything remotely like this. And they positioned it under a portion of the kitchen cabinetry that you don't get to easily anyway. So they turned a hard-to-use, awkward space into an easy-to-use, fun space. And it's this kind of stuff that redefines what just a generic travel trailer camper can be. Like, they've got bigger, wider baggage door here to get in and out. Of course, solar prep, because everything seems to have that. But just little stuff, like, I saw this, they added this little red stripe right down the middle of their old color package, and I don't know what it is about it, because they didn't touch it up much, but it's really, it's got that classic, like, 1990s super solid feel to me. Like, I'll see these, like, 1994 Fleetwood Mallards come in on trade, and they don't look near as shiny as this, but there's never anything wrong with them, and this has that feel. And that's another thing I like about the Cherokee family trailers here at Haylett RV. Not only are they cranking out the biggest volume they've ever done in their history at Cherokee RV, but they're also doing so with better quality control than they've ever done before in history. And I think that is the most important thing. They didn't just do a cash grab. They're not doing a numbers thing. They are concerned about customer satisfaction. Now, I don't believe, and trust me, we carry, holy crap, a large number of different travel trailers here. Nothing. I won't ever say any trailer is perfect. I don't believe that. That being said, I think these guys get as close as they can reasonably, though. They do just a fantastic job. With the volume we sell, I am certainly not ashamed to hold my head high offering a product like this. Little stuff like this. Like, a lot of brands have these smooth aluminum nose sweeps on them now. Thanks, Cherokee. They're the reason why. You know, these guys have been trendsetters that everybody else is copying. This nose skin also, this aluminum, is basically the same thickness as the diamond plate. So we know that's a stone guard. This stuff is basically the same. Now, I am thumping on that. It's barely moving. You can hear how it's solid underneath. Bang on the aluminum nose of another trailer and tell me how hollow and wobbly it sounds. They don't have the skeleton this does under it. This has tongue and groove 5/8 plywood floor decking, 12-inch on-center floor, and an average of 12-inch on-center wall studs. And the extra wall studs they put in this, it might mean an extra pound. That being said, these are not usually terribly heavy in weight, but it also means extra structural stability, which you know, if the shell is strong, you're not going to have problems. If the trailer's not buckling and wiggling as much, it's going to hold together better, longer, stronger. Period. End of sentence. People, you'll see a Grey Wolf and a Cherokee travel trailer, and people are like, it's the same camper. It's darn close. They're very, very similar. What a Cherokee does slightly different is that it has an integrated A-frame, so the whole chassis sits lower. It rides lower to the ground than a Big Brother Cherokee. And they use a different slide-out. It does have a step up into the slide-out, but this Schwintek self-adjusting slide system they use here, it also means that, well, as the name implies, it's self-adjusting, but you also have a carpetless main deck. So this doesn't have the little carpet strip in front of the slide that other Brother Cherokee has. Now, I'm actually surprised to see the outside shower over here. Normally, when you add the outdoor mini refrigerator and kitchenette system, there's an extra outside shower on that side of the trailer that acts as like a sink effectively. Usually that means this is sacrificed. Now, it's possible that this was actually left on this trailer in error, like this isn't supposed to be here, and we got a lucky one built that way, which awesome, because that did happen a couple times last year. So if the trailer that we have in stock, because this might not be the one that we have in stock, understand that too. If, again, visit the link in the video description, call our team to see what we have. So if the trailer that we have in stock has, like we have one of these, and it doesn't have that second outside shower because of the mini outdoor kitchen, understand that was probably there in error. But hey, bank error in your favor, man. Now, double bunkhouse, DBH, double bunkhouse. We've got huge storage underneath the bunk. You know, they didn't waste any of this. And I even like how they put the little cross member in there just to help strengthen that for load-bearing purposes. Now, even back here, they're using a bigger, wider baggage door. These are also painted baggage doors, so they're not going to have sun fade issues. And it's the little extra detail stuff like that that make this hold up, like the way that your aluminum nose sweep is painted, not just a colored fiberglass. You're just not going to have the fade issues with it. The cargo travel rack is something that, I mean, it had been done before, but Cherokee made it mainstream. Cherokee's the reason you find this on so many other trailers and even fifth wheels nowadays. So it's got, I'd have to look at the sticker, 200 to 250 pound capacity, but it's great for a bike rack, for coolers, for like your blue tote tank, honey wagon things. It does a lot of good stuff. You also see the spare tire on there. You do not need to take the spare tire off to lay that down. Now, friction hinged entry doors, that's another thing that Cherokee made really popular and cool. You can be really aggressive with these doors and they won't slam open or shut, which is nice on a windy day or with kids, because we got kids, we got a bunkhouse. We also have a direct bathroom entry. Now, for you first timers who are just now tuning in, you're thinking this is weird, but for veteran RVers, you're going, oh yes, because you're not going to track all the dirt in and out of the camper. And it also means it's an easy way to get the kids inside, get the kids hosed off, and so they're not tracking, you know, muck and turtle slime through the whole coach. Also, if you're worried about privacy, understand this door has a deadbolt, as does your main door. So it's not like someone's gonna open the door and expose you to the neighbors, so to speak. Black tank utility flush to keep your tanks flushed out. It seems odd that it's on this side of the trailer, but this is actually the most direct route to the black tank, so it gets you the best function. So do you want your trailer to look pretty, or do you want it to actually do the thing it's supposed to? This does the thing it's supposed to. Keep that in mind. They do nitro-filled tires. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. I've never really seen anything where someone can produce something that says nitro versus air, one works so much better than the other. But what they do on this, which is kind of cool, is their tire caps are actual tire pressure gauges that actually will flip from green to red in a low pressure situation. So walking through, you don't have to do that stupid old, I'll take a bar and pound on the tire. You don't have to do that. You can actually look at this and go, oh, I need to put air in that tire, you know, and that will save you a lot of wear and tear. It'll save you potential flat tire stuff going down the road. There's a lot of good benefits to that. Just an extra little widget they put on there. You know, is that the reason to buy a Cherokee? Not necessarily. But it's 100 of these little things that all add up. Like, for instance, their outside entertainment package. Now, hi folks, at the time of this filming, we don't generally put TVs from the in these things from the factory because the grade of TV you get for the dollar that you're paying for, we don't think it's worth it. You know, we can get you a better TV for the same money across the street at the big box store of your choice if you're interested. So if the only thing you need to go with this is a TV, you give us a call. We pencil deals, we make things happen. We got a sharp pencil. That's how we've grown to be the largest standalone dealership in the state of Michigan today. Here at, you know, my family's dealership at Haylett RV. So if you choose to add a TV, it can mount here. It can mount inside. The one TV can mount in different places, and the one centralized DVD Bluetooth stereo system will actually service all the different screens, potentially simultaneously if you had more than one. Now, your outside speakers, just for kicks, they added these cool little LED backlights back there, and you'll see that that is mirrored by these lights up here. And at night, I mean, it's not impressive during the day, but at night this campsite glows, and it glows well. So we talked about the little mini fridge, but a kitchenette here. I do want to point out, though, that having direct access to the bathroom and having access to, like, water bottles and stuff outside, it will cut down on the dirt and foot traffic in your RV tenfold. It's incredible how often, you know, the fridge and the toilet are the number 1 and 2 reasons people are in and out. Maybe not in that order, I'm not sure. So again, this outside kitchenette system includes this little outside shower right here. Normally, when you add this, it sacrifices the outside shower on the back side of the camper. I'm pretty confident that was actually installed in this on air. So remember that if you come to take your RV home and it's not on the one that we have in stock, it's probably not supposed to be there. The good news is you're not paying extra for something you don't get. So that kind of doubles as like your sink over here. And if you don't need it, I've seen people put little hardwood like stove covers over this, and now it's just outside countertop prep space. When you're done with it, it folds away, and like any good beer cooler, you can lock it to keep your buddy out of it. So I've already talked about the wicked cool steps. That goes right along with the bigger entry handle for easy ins and outs. Oh my gosh. We're like 12 minutes. I haven't even stepped inside this thing. There's so much going on. Okay. I'm going to have to pick up the pace. So, right when we walk in, we're greeted with just a sweet lighting package. Above the Super Slide, they have this LED accent light, and it doesn't seem like a major thing during the day, but again, at night, against this white ceiling, the whole living room will glow just enough that it'll help you navigate and get through to the refrigerator, to the bathroom. It prevents people from needing to kick on all of the interior lights to get there. Now, big kitchen skylight with a sunshade lets in a lot of ambient light, external outside light, and it just helps brighten this up in here. They have also, at the time of this filming, updated their decor from what was available even 2 weeks ago. Now, it's still very natural, earth-toned. It might still even be called the same thing, but they have just kind of swapped out some of the fabrics a little bit for it. You see a lot of these bifold sleeper sofas have this little fold-down armrest in it. Cherokee, again, they were doing it for a solid year before anyone else. And now they've taken it up another notch, like a luxury fifth wheel. Their cup holders have LED accents inside of them that you can activate right there. So at night you can see exactly where your cup is, and each of these has its own independent USB plug, and they are purposely slotted in opposite directions to be able to service each person. And if you don't need all that, fold it away. No big deal. There's no downside to this. There's only benefits. Now, they are USB crazy at the Cherokee factory, and I love them for it. That is not a slam. They've got USB household plugs on both sides of the master bed, not one or the other, as is the case with most brands. They have USB plugs for each bunk all over the place, basically. You can always keep your stuff charged. Remember, above the floor slide means carpetless main deck. Now, something else that's really critical I want to talk about. Counter and tabletops. Again, these guys have been way ahead of the curve on this. Other guys are still chasing them. They have sealed edge, press membrane, thermal foil, counter, and tabletops. Here, there, bathroom, everywhere, anywhere there's a top, it's sealed and waterproof. So if you, on a hot day like this, if you take an iced tea and set it here and it starts to sweat and dribble, it might drip on your flooring. You can wipe that up, but it won't swell and sponge and mash this thing. Now, for easy access to dinette storage, it doesn't get much easier than full extension 42-inch plywood box constructed dinette drawers. And this is 5/8 plywood, heavy duty, same type of stuff that we're walking on right now. Let's move on. They have a built-in bunk ladder, so you don't have to throw the kids to the upper bed. Now, each bunk has its own lights and outlets, remember, for the kids. They also each have windows that open. Now, you want to make an RV look the same, but cost a whole lot less, you can start sacrificing lights and windows, and you can make an RV cost thousands less very quickly. But it's also one that you're really not going to enjoy camping in, because it's going to feel like a dank, dark hole, and there's going to be no airflow in it. Speaking of airflow, here's another thing the Cherokees at Haylett RV do well. They use bigger fifth wheel max air fans, and that is why their doors are cut slightly short to allow for airflow and interchange, so you can open windows, and with a 12-volt system, if you're dry camping or boondocking or solar camping, bang, you can get great airflow in this camper. Now, we have shower wall surround paneling and a big skylight and the power fan. Some brands you might get one or two of those. You don't usually get all three within the stick-built, conventionally constructed trailer category. Bigger foot flush toilet. Remember, bigger waterproof sink or waterproof countertop around this huge sink. And this is classic old school Forest River giant sink, but it gets the job done. You can actually get big hands in there. We also have an angle mounted vanity here with a huge medicine cabinet. And the fact that the mirror, this oversized mirror, and this oversized sink are both angle mounted means you can actually stand in the bathroom and get yourself ready for the morning or the evening or whatever the case may be without having to have your backside hanging out into the doorway hallway over here. Moving forward, we've already talked about most everything we're looking at right here, so let's look at the entertainment setup. We have dual sliding pocket privacy doors for mom and dad. Now that looks like a really cool, like old painted brick wall. That's just a print on a like a Luan board, but it looks awesome. I like this look a lot better than I like the old foam pretend brick look. I think this looks really sharp. It's also just simpler. You know, I like simple. Simple works. But speaking of not simple, we've got, this is something that wasn't available before, this big, beautiful Furrion electric space heating fireplace with LED visual accent lights. You can turn the lights on or off independently of the actual heater function, so you don't have to burn up your propane to get some little spring and fall heat in here. It's awesome. And the BTUs on this thing, it will heat up in here fast. We turned one on for a RV show that we had not too long ago, and we had to turn it off. We were sweating people out of the camper, and we couldn't sell it. So you'll notice that in both the kitchen and the entertainment center, you get some of these cool bevel glass door inserts. They just look sharp, and they allow more light interchange. It looks bigger. This is Furrion. That's Furrion. AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth. Most campers have similar systems, so I won't spend a lot of time talking about that. They don't do the spinning TV at Cherokee Grey Wolf here. But what they do allow is they do have a little pass-through port where you can plug things in here if you want to mount a TV on both sides. So this allows you maximum privacy and maximum function at the same time. Now notice they're putting bigger windows up in their bedroom. Oh, I skipped over the kitchen almost entirely. Holy crap, let me back up. So instead of 3 small drawers, something they do a little different here is they give you 2 big drawers, which is kind of cool. And notice too that they're not press board, particle board construction. It's all heavy-duty plywood constructed on these full glides. Remember, all waterproof, and now their kitchen counter is extra thick, including the stink cover right here. So this is all prep space, especially because this is waterproof. They could recess the sink, they could recess the stove, and now you've got prep space where a camper normally, like this floor plan, normally would have almost nothing for prep space. Now, you start lifting this up. You've got a big stainless steel farmhouse sink, straight out of a luxury fifth wheel. You've got the nicer pull-down sprayer faucet with its own recoil. We've got real tile backsplashes. We've got even LED lights under the stove hood, which even fifth wheels don't seem to do that. And I completely glossed over one of the best parts of the kitchen, this giant pantry. This is everything. This is one of the very best parts of this whole camper here. And it's something that with the other brands that we carry here at Haylett's, I don't see even close to matched. It's not a thin pantry. It's a deep pantry and a wide one. So you don't have to like be standing sideways to reach in here. You can just walk up, grab your mac and cheese or cereal box or whatever and get out. That's actually a good suggestion. If you guys go camper shopping, bring a cereal box with you. Because you're going to find there's a lot of campers that can't even accommodate a cereal box. So again, bedroom, sliding pocket privacy doors up here. They've got a nice linen set in here. You know, that's one of those things that I like to point out. They even make the linens pretty sharp. Both sides of the bed I've mentioned have the double sets of outlets, so it can do and be whatever you want. Last year they had these little blue-white LED overhead lamps. They're neat, but a lot of people just didn't seem to care. So what they did is they moved some money somewhere else, and now you got two brighter lights, his and hers, on each side of the bed with their own individual click on and off. So, hey, Cherokee listens, they perform. If you are interested, you can actually mount a TV against the ceiling up in here as well, and then just fish those cables through. There's not much this doesn't do. And the thing is, it does it all really well. Like, a lot of people like, well, I want an outside kitchen and I want a bathroom direct entry door. Normally, you need to be in a 35, 36-foot travel trailer to do that. But here they found a way to do it in a 26-foot box and do it effectively. Not like, you know, a jerry-rigged square peg in a round hole. So, we are the largest independent RV dealer in the state. This is one of the very most successful travel trailers on the market. Most successful thing Forest River has on the market. We only do everything at our store. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, RV and truck package deals. Everything. RV delivery, doesn't matter. All we need is the opportunity to speak with you. You know, we've already gone to the extent of, like, we're at 21 minutes on this video. Imagine the time we will spend and invest to making sure this is the right purchase for your family when we get a chance to meet you. That's all we ask. If you don't buy from us after we had a chance to meet you, it's our fault, not yours. And remember, the only thing you stand to lose by not calling us is potentially thousands of dollars. So if you want to make sure you're getting the right deal, then definitely give us a ring. 800-256-5196, Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.